Right, first of all, congratulations. This is the Baylor press conference. Joined by head coach Felicia Mulkey and student athletes Bailey Bond and Aaliyah Colstein, I think.
Kalustian.
Yeah, Chris.
Bam.
Was there.
Bam, the good. It's all right, Chris. We got it. Kalustian.
Just open us up with an opening statement.
Well, we did it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. 2 seniors here that have 4 now national champions and played a big role in all 4 of those. So we're really excited. It was a fun meet. Thank you, Augustana, for hosting. Thank you, Sioux Falls, and all the NCATA staff that put everything on. It was a lot of fun.
Bailey and Aaliyah, she just said you're 4-time national champions. How's this one different from the other ones?
Oh my gosh. It was definitely more emotional, I feel like. Just as seniors, I think whenever I went up to Coach Fee right before team event, I was like, okay, I'm making eye contact and locking in and just remembering everything that I need to remember throughout team event because, I can't let my emotions carry me into this team event because I still have a whole 2 minutes and 45 seconds to lock in, and then I can celebrate and cry.
Yeah, I think it's really cool because every year at the beginning of the year we hear, you've never won a national championship with this team. Mm-hmm. So every year is going to be different because this team has never won a national championship, and the program's done a lot, but it's really cool to go out there with this team and win a national championship.
Fee, talk about today, just the performance of your team for the third straight day.
So consistent, so proud of them. We didn't do as well in team event as we wanted to on day 3. We did enough, and that's what it's all about. We got to outscore the other team at the end of the meet. But just so proud of them coming in and locking in their confidence. We worked so hard on just being a well-oiled machine and just, being all these parts coming together to work efficiently and with a high level of precision and doing it over and over and over again. And they did that. We're kind of proud of Shar. Shar made me bounce off of her head. If you go down on the mat, you can actually see.
And her arm was like this.
Yeah.
On the mat.
Yeah. There's a mark where her makeup is on the mat. But she did a head cartwheel and then finished some sort of pass. Not the way she wanted to go out this year. And then Cam Milliken kind of crunched a full. Outside of that, those 2 things, they just really did a fantastic job. So couldn't have really asked for more. 3 days in a row is hard. I'm proud of them.
Similar question, Bailey and Aaliyah. Just talk about being out there today on the mat.
Oh, it felt so good. I think, all year you kind of build up to this moment, and knowing that we hadn't necessarily peaked yet was really exciting going against Oregon for a 3rd time. We knew what we had to do, and we went out there and did it. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. I also felt just overly relaxed today. I think in our 4 years, this has just been the most prepared we've been for a championship. And so honestly, just as we were going through each individual event, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just go out there, do our job. It's just like practice and just take a deep breath and do your thing.
Jerry, you have anything?
Jerry, did you say Jerry?
Yeah. No, I'll ask one. Bailey, you kind of touched on it a little bit there, but do y'all scoreboard watch during the meet? Because I wondered, it was tight pretty much all the way until team routine. How do you watch the scoreboard as you're going along?
I know that I do. I don't allow them to, we always know that we're always it's us versus us as always, but I will always look at the scoreboard because I always want to be able to do better, and I think we always talk about we want to peak and we want to beat ourselves from yesterday, just like I said, us versus us, and so sometimes when I see a score that I didn't beat yesterday, I was like, oh, darn, but I was just like, okay, well, next play, let's move on, and we still have more events to go, and just know that it's okay to shake an event off if it didn't go as well as you hoped.
The scoring was really consistent this week, so kudos to the judges, the officials. And if you were watching and kind of paying attention, I do scoreboard watch. I let them know. I have a running tally. Someone has it. I can't hold things because I'll throw them down during the meet or something. I can't be held responsible for anything. But we knew that if we went in and hit about what we would score within a few tenths, because they have been really consistent all the way through, and we knew that if we could build the lead in the first half, all the way through toss, and we have worked on our tumbling and ended up, I think we won the tumbling event by a little bit. I don't know. That's what I don't pay attention to, is who wins what. But I knew if we could hang on, that how we had been scoring, if we hit team event, we would do well. So that's kind of what we talked about, is we don't have to win tumbling, we need to hang in tumbling, and then we need to hit team event. So that was our strategy going in.
Hey guys, Owen Murray from the Oregon Daily Emerald. Coach, I just wanted to ask what you felt set you apart today. I mean, obviously there were mistakes made, and maybe you guys didn't make them, but what was it that made you champions and made Oregon not?
I think it's mindset. Yeah. Hey, Owen. Owen's my Twitter buddy, you guys. I love Owen. We need to get Owen a job. He's a heck of a writer. I think that I think it was mindset today, and then I also. It's just if you look at it so close, Oregon's good. That was not an easy championship to win by any means, and I don't want anybody to think that. Like, we had to go out and perform. Our start values were the same. We had to go out and hit what we were going to hit. There was no fear, no doubt on our side. We were going out and hitting it, and I think Oregon hit well, though. I don't remember there being any major mistakes in anything. I guess it was just execution there at the end, Owen, and I know they had a couple of bigger bobbles in team event than we did. But yeah, outside of that, no shade to Oregon. I mean, they made it. That was not easy. That was not easy. That was anybody's game. We had to go out and hit if we wanted to win.
And then, so Taylor told me last week she felt like Oregon needed to have like the meat of their lives in order to beat you guys. Do you feel like you need the meat of your lives to win a national championship somewhere, or is what's regular for you guys good enough?
Well, today what was regular for us was good enough because that wasn't our best meet. We didn't peak today, I don't think. Was that sad to say for your senior day?
No, I think like I know after quad we were like, okay, tomorrow.
yeah, for event finals.
Yeah, we can peak tomorrow.
Yeah. But I think just the level of execution, I think, especially in the first half, is probably, and that's probably a long answer to a short question, and I think at level of execution in the first half really put us up, I think, about 2 points, or a little over, almost 2 points going in, and I think that probably is what set it apart. And then getting into team event, that is, if you look at what they've scored this week, it was 90, 91, something like that. We've scored 97 consistently. They hit and scored that pretty much. I think they had one fall yesterday. We hit yesterday and scored a 97. So we knew, if you look at the numbers, there's so many people that say, oh, it's rigged, oh, it's this. Watch the numbers, guys. Look at the numbers. It was very fairly scored across the board. So, but thanks for being here, Owen. You can ask more questions if you want. I love this dude.
Yeah, they're great questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the Zoom?
Yeah, I've got one. Actually, Fee, this is from Bryce, your friend.
Yes, love Bryce J.
Who is at his daughter's dance recital, I believe.
Okay, I'll let him off the hook.
Yeah, he said, and I think you've said it in the past, each championship team is unique. Mm-hmm. What made this one special?
Oh, I knew somebody was going to ask me this. I really think it's the senior leadership. This group of kiddos, they've been through a lot since they've been here. They've seen a lot, and I think every class has. But they've beefed within themselves. They've stormed within themselves. They've come out stronger on the other end. They really decided this year that it's team first. It's we before me, and they led this team like that. And we don't have captains on our team. Everybody leads in some way, but I think it was this senior leadership. We stormed early in the year and turned the corner there around the end of our regular season, and I really think that their leadership set the stage for what we were able to accomplish because they took away, there was no selfishness. They were a very selfless group of leaders, and it makes it really easy to coach.
One more. So you basically have to do another whole meet tomorrow. Mm-hmm. If you qualified in 14 out of 15, do you have another one in you?
Oh.
And anybody can.
We're tired.
We don't care.
Yes, we don't care. And we'll do it again.
Anyway.
So yeah, we're ready. They finished the quad today and it wasn't synced, and they were like, okay, well, event finals. So yeah, they're ready to go. Yeah.
Okay.
I do have one. Augustana's coach talked about how when she first got here, no one knew what acrobatics and tumbling is. Past 2 days, the attendance was over 1,000.
That's awesome.
I guess how excited does it make you about the sport that you went from a state that has no clue what the sport is to thousands of people coming out to watch?
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. That's why we do this, and host, and thanks to Augustana for being willing to do this. This is not an easy task to have all these people come in, but it's why we do it and go into different communities and show them what the sport's all about, gain fans, educate. As far along as we are in the sport, we're going to kickstart championship status here after this regular season. As far along as we are, we're still educating, we're still teaching. So yeah, thanks to Augustana for allowing everyone, Kaylin Cowan included, to educate here in South Dakota. And I guarantee you, Augustana is the first of many schools in this region that are going to add it. And we'll probably be back here for some sort of regional championship down the road. Can you imagine when that happens? It's not just going to be the national championship; it'll be regional and conference, and so yeah, it means a lot. And all the little kiddos out there performing at the youth championship that's here in town too. It's just amazing to see.